remember the first time I laid eyes on my friend, Andy Dufresne. He was stepping off of the bus, walking into the yard, inside the walls of Shawshank Penitentiary. He was as green as a spring turnip and as white as a white man inside a penitentiary. And I remember he came up to me, looked into my eyes and said, "Where do I go? What do I do?" And I remember I looked into his eyes and I said, "Sonny, if you want anything inside these walls, the first thing you're going to have to do is suck my dick." And suck it he did. Oh, it was a long sucking. But it was a good sucking. It was good for me. It was certainly good for Andy. Oh, long about 6 months later, I was working in the library as a librarian. And in walked my friend, Andy. He was looking for a book of some kind. And I remember he walked up to me, looked into my eyes and said, "Red, I love you." Well, I didn't know how to react to that. I'd never been loved. Not inside these walls. Shawshank. Oh, long about 6 months later, I came up for parole for the 14th time. And I remember I walked into that parole board, saw all of those young men sitting there with their fancy suits and their ballpoint pens, waiting to assess my character. I sat down and I looked into his eyes and I said, "Sonny, I've been inside these walls longer than you've been walking on this earth. And I've had more dick inside my butt than there are fingers on all the people on all the planets out there." Which reminds me of my new show called Going Into My Wormhole. I mean, Going Through the Wormhole with Morgan Freeman. Sunday nights at 8 on the Science Channel. Please, catch it. Anyway, the entire time I was talking to the parole board, there was my friend, Andy, washing the windows, trying to make me laugh. Andy pulled down his overalls and was shaking his long john at me. He wanted me to get sent back for another 40 years because Andy loved me. I know that now. He told me later, "I love butt fucking." I prefer to call it butt loving, but, well, that's just me. And that's my story from inside these walls. I'm Morgan Freeman. Good night.